Okay, geography, history today. Anybody know anything about geography or history? Let's see how much you guys know. We'll ask them questions as soon as someone comes in. Bit of geography and then a bit of history. Bit of a mixture today. So you might do well if you know one of them. Not so well if you don't know one of them. But never mind, don't worry. Wait for someone to come in and say hello, and then I'll ask them questions. Usually at the 2-minute mark. Hello. Geography, history quiz. Type your answers in. We'll start in about a minute's time. Hello, Paul Brady. Nice to see you again. We'll start in a minute's time. Bit of geography and a bit of history today. So hopefully you know some of the answers there. Nice sunny day today. Do you live in England, Paul? It's been pretty hot today. Another half a minute and we'll start the quiz. Hopefully more people come in. Were you in the sports quiz yesterday, Paul? Because there was loads of people in yesterday. It was the busiest quiz I've done. I did a quiz half an hour before then and nobody turned up. So it's funny how... Oh, on the wheel. Okay, yep. Nice. Okay, 20 seconds to go and we will start the quiz. We'll start with geography and then we'll do a bit of history after that and we'll see how it goes. Hassan, nice to see you, Hassan. Missed you yesterday. We did a sports quiz yesterday. But you were obviously busy, but never mind. We're going to do some geography now. Okay, first question. And hopefully more people will join. Now, obviously, if you can like and subscribe, if you like the quiz, maybe more people will join. Okay. Which mountainous principality lies between France and Spain? Which mountainous principality lies between France and Spain? Type your answer in, get a point. First one on my screen gets the point. Andorra. Well done, Paul Brady. Andorra, who have a mighty football team. Hello, Hunt for Andrew. Nice to see you again. Yeah, Mount Everest. Yep, wrong region, but close. Hello, Ava Green. You got very big holes in your nose. Well done, Henk. I'm sure you have too. In which city is the Taj Mahal? In which city is the Taj Mahal? Type your answer in, nice and easy. In which city is the Taj Mahal? No, none of those so far. No, I think we had this before, but everybody got it wrong last time. But can you remember what it was? Which city is the Taj Mahal in? Type your answer in. Agra. Well done, Hassan. Agra. Yeah, I think we had that last time. So you might have learned it since then. Agra, yeah. What is the capital of Romania? What is the capital of Romania? These questions are pretty easy. But what is the capital of Romania? Well remembered, Hassan. No one cheats, Hunt for Andrew. Budapest, Hassan. No, it's Bucharest. Well done, Ava Green. It's Bucharest. Budapest is the capital of Hungary, isn't it? What are the native inhabitants of New Zealand known as? What are the native inhabitants of New Zealand known as? The original people of New Zealand. Can you remember what they're called? Maori. Well done, Hunt for Andrew. They are the Maori people. Well done, Paul Brady. Aborigines, Ava Green. They are Australian, I think. Okay. The Windy City is the nickname for which city in America? The Windy City. The nickname for which city in America? Once a prominent city, but not so much these days. Chicago. Hunt for Andrew was first there. Chicago, yeah, the Windy City. Probably because it's near the lakes, I don't know. Right, next one. Which sea lies between Italy and Croatia? Which sea lies between Italy and Croatia? Hello, Nicky New. Nice to see you again. Not the Black Sea, Adriatic. Well done, Paul Brady. The Adriatic Sea lies between Italy and Croatia. Okay, a few more geography, and then we'll do a bit of history, and then maybe geography again. Which international airport is located in Bedfordshire? Which international airport is located in Bedfordshire? You've all been there. Well, not all been there, but you all know what it is, even if you don't know it's in Bedfordshire. International airport. No. I think EasyJet are based at this airport. EasyJet are based at this airport. You might not know it's in Bedfordshire because it's Horror Podcast. Hello, Horror Podcast. I might subscribe to you because I like horror. Nicky New. Well done, Nicky New. Yeah, it's Luton. Called London Luton, but it's in Bedfordshire, really, not London. Giza is a city in which country? Giza is a city in which country? Giza, Giza, is a city in which country? Egypt. Well done, Hassan. Mammy, nice to see you again. Hassan gets that point. Mammy, nice to see you again. Okay, which Australian state is Brisbane in? Which Australian state is Brisbane in? Brisbane, no, not Melbourne, that's a city. Brisbane is in a state. I think Melbourne's in South Australia, isn't it? Or something like that. Golden State, close, Espen, close. Not New South Wales. Queensland, well done, Hassan. Queensland. Queensland, Brisbane. Okay, hold on. There's a cat on the table, going to knock this over. What is the capital of Vietnam? What is the capital of Vietnam? Hanoi. Well done, Ava Green. Hanoi. Ava Green gets 2 points now. Okay, a few more geography and then we go on to a bit of history. What is the unit of currency in Switzerland? What is the unit of currency in Switzerland? What is the unit of currency in Switzerland? Franc. Well done, Hassan. The franc. Yeah, a lot of people probably think it's the euro, but it's the franc. Okay, last one of geography and then we'll do a bit of history. Which South American country has the capital of Lima? Which South American country has the capital Lima? Lima. Peru, well done, Hassan. Peru, where Paddington Bear comes from. Okay, the latest scores then are Hassan on 5, Paul Brady, Ava Green, Hunt for Andrew on 2, and Nicky News on 1. If you can like the quiz, maybe more people will come in. Be very much appreciated. Now a bit of history. Hopefully you know your history. Okay, let's find some. Who was the first person to fly the Atlantic solo? Who was the first person to fly the Atlantic solo? No, Amelia Earhart was not the first person, but good guess. Charles Lindbergh, well done, One Punch. Well done, One Punch. You got that one. Charles Lindbergh. Okay, hidden talent. You might know some, you never know. You might know a few. In which year did the Titanic sink? That's an easy one. In which year did the Titanic sink? Most people would know that one from the movie, maybe. 1912, well done, Mammy. You're on the board. 1912. The Titanic sink. 1912. What type of transport was a penny farthing? What type of transport was a penny farthing? Okay. We've got a troll in there. I'm going to nuke this troll in a minute. Bicycle. Well done, Paul Brady. You were first. Alex, if you think you're delayed, come leave the thing and come back in. It might reset it. Hello, Anna. Which king succeeded Elizabeth I? Which king? Well, sometimes at Hunt for Andrew, it comes on my screen different to your screen. So there's nothing I can do about that. James I. Well done, Hassan. James I. Nikki knew sometimes it comes on my screen different in order to your screen. That's all I can do. If you type it in straight away, it comes on your screen first. But on my screen, that's just the way it is. Okay. Who was the last president of the Soviet Union? Who was the last president of the Soviet Union? You have to be really quick to win the point sometimes. Who was the last president of the Soviet Union? No, it wasn't Stalin. No. Gorbachev. Paul Brady. Gorbachev. Keep trying, Alex. You'll get a point. Gorbachev. Okay. This might be a harder one. Which civilization inhabited Peru before the Spanish conquest? Which civilization inhabited Peru before the Spanish conquest? Do you know that one? Incas. Well done, Mammy. Incas. 2 points for Mammy. So the latest scores now. Hassan's on 6, Paul Brady's on 4, and the rest of you on 2. Okay, good news. We're going to go back to geography now. Bit more geography. Might be a bit easier. These are all questions about Europe. Okay, Transylvania is a region in which country? Transylvania is a region in which country? Romania. Well done, Ava Green. Ava Green was first on my screen. Ava Green. Well done. Point for you. Which is the largest of the Channel Islands? Which is the largest of the Channel Islands? Which is the largest of the Channel Islands in the UK? Jersey. Well done, Mammy. Jersey. Jersey. Well done, 1 punch. The 1992 Olympics were held in which city? The 1992 Olympics were held in which city? Some of you must be old enough to remember these. No, not London. No, not USA. Barcelona. Well done, 1 punch. Barcelona. That famous Freddie Mercury song promoted it, didn't it? Which body of water lies between Greece and Turkey? Which body of water lies between Greece and Turkey? Some of you may have swum in this. No, it's a sea rather than an ocean. Aegean Sea. Well done, Alex. You got a point. Well done, Alex. It's the Aegean Sea. You've probably been there on holiday. Well done. Okay, next one. What is the capital of Iceland? What is the capital of Iceland? You're going to come back, Alex. Yeah, you're getting quicker. See? What is the capital of Iceland? Reykjavik. Well done, Hunt for Andrew. Reykjavik. That's a hard word to spell, but you were the first one on the screen. And if that person keeps typing in, I'm going to nuke them. There's a troll coming up. Okay. Which small principality contains the district of Monte Carlo? Which small principality contains the district of Monte Carlo? Well done, Mark Boss. Be quicker next time, but you did well. Monaco. Well done, Mammy. Monaco. As in the Monaco Grand Prix. Well done, 1 punch. Well done, everyone else. Which flower is most closely associated with the Netherlands? Okay, I'm just going to nuke this troll because we don't want any non-quiz stuff. Tulips. Well done, Ava Green. Tulips. Tulips. Goulash is a traditional stew from which country? Goulash is a traditional stew stew from which country? Hungary. Okay, what a infect mushroom. I'll call you infect mushroom. You were first on the board. Well done, infect mushroom. A new player. It's good to see new players. Thanks for playing. Okay, Graz and Linz are both located in which European country? Graz and Linz are both located in which European country? Graz is G-R-A-Z and Linz is L-I-N-Z. There's a famous film L-I-N-Z, yeah. There's a famous film star from Graz, and he used to say, "I'll be back." That's the most famous person from Graz. Austria, well done, Paul Brady. Austria, that's where Arnold Schwarzenegger's from. Okay, this is a nice easy one, so get typing quickly. Which is the only country that Portugal shares a border with? What is the only country that Portugal shares a border with? First one, Spain. Well done, Hassan. Hassan was the first one on the screen, but everyone else knows that one as well. Well done, everybody. Okay. In which German state... What? Alex? What's wrong, Alex? In which German state is the city of Munich? In which German state is the city of Munich? Bayern. No. Bavaria. Well done, Paul Brady. You're very close, Ava Green, but I think Bavaria is actually the answer. Which country lies between Estonia... Sorry, Mark Boss. The first one on my screen gets the point. It might be in a different order. Just try to type quicker. And which country... Okay, Hassan's got that without you. Come on, Hassan. Let me read the question out. And Alex. Okay, so Latvia was the answer for that one. Is it Ava Green? Okay, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and I'll give you a point. Okay, so Ava Green gets a point for that as well. So it's the first one on my screen. It might come in a different order on your screen, but there's not much I can do about it. Bucco. Okay, the French city in Burgundy is famous for this mustard. Which French city in Burgundy is famous for mustard? Dijon. What am I, mate? Dijon. Yeah, I like a bit of Dijon mustard. Okay. Last geography one, then we'll do a bit more history. Which state within Rome contains St. Peter's? Which state within Rome contains St. Peter's? You may be right, Paul Brady, I'm not too sure. The Vatican. Rusty Starfish. A new player gets the first point. Their first point. Rusty Starfish, well done. Okay, the latest scores then. As we go into another history round. Hassan's on 8. Paul Brady's on 6. Ava Green's on 5. Mammy's on 5. Hunt for Andrew's on 3. One Punch is on 2. Everyone else is on 1. Okay, let's do some more history. And if you want to like the quiz to get more people in, that'd be great. The more people, the better. Okay, world history, this one. You demand a recount? Oh no. Polish history. We'll see. Which ship transported the Pilgrim Fathers to America? Which ship transported the Pilgrim Fathers to America? Well done, Mammy. You were first on my screen. The Mayflower. Okay, which volcanic Indonesian island erupted catastrophically in 1883? Which volcanic Indonesian island erupted catastrophically in 1883? basically blew up. Sumatra, no. Hello, Liam Cregan. Krakatoa. Daniel Vishnik. Daniel Vishnik. Another new player on the scoreboard. Thanks for playing. Krakatoa, yeah. I think it pretty much blew up. Okay, I'm running out of space for the scores. Lots of players today. Which Australian state was formerly known as Van Diemen's Land? Which Australian state was formerly known as Van Diemen's Land? Tasmania. Rusty Starfish got that one. Well done, Rusty Starfish. It was Tasmania. Van Diemen, well, I think he was a famous explorer, wasn't he? Okay, which Russian Tsar was known as the Terrible? Which Russian Tsar was known as the Terrible? Ivan the Terrible. Mammy was first on my screen. Ivan the Terrible. Well done. Which people were conquered by Hernan Cortez? Which people were conquered by Hernan Cortez? Aztecs. Hassan. Well done, Hassan. You were quick there. Well done, Liam Cregan. It was the Aztecs. Okay, another one. Which former structure in Germany was erected in 1961? Which former structure was erected in 1961 in Germany? The Berlin Wall. Well done, Mammy. The Berlin Wall. Some people in this quiz are probably too young to even remember the Berlin Wall. Gary Ball. Well done, Gary Ball. Rusty Starfish. Well done. Which African country's southern part seeded in 2011? Which African country's southern part was seeded in 2011? Sudan. Dutch Madness was first on the screen. Well done, Dutch Madness. Sudan, yeah. Sudan was the biggest country in Africa. Then when South Sudan became independent, the biggest country in Africa is now Algeria. Okay. The Enigma code was cracked at which Buckinghamshire site? The Enigma code was cracked at which Buckinghamshire site? Do you know that one? Bletchley Park. What a mammy. Bletchley Park. Alan Turing and all that. Helped win the war, apparently. Did you? Was it a good movie? I've never actually seen it, to be honest. Which Norwegian explorer was the first man to reach the South Pole? Which Norwegian explorer, I have to watch it, was the first man to reach the South Pole? Amundsen. Well done, Mammy. Well done, Amundsen. Of course, what's his name? Scott of the Antarctic arrived there, and there was already a Norwegian flag there, wasn't there? Hello, Najib. We're doing a geography and history quiz. You can join in if you want. You've read a book, have you, Alex? Yeah? Okay. Yeah. Imagine going all that way and then you find a Norwegian flag already there. You'd have been so pissed off, wouldn't you? Okay, during which conflict did the Gallipoli campaign take place? During which conflict did the Gallipoli campaign take place? World War One. Well done, Liam Cregan. You got on the board. Liam Cregan. Apparently, many of my ancestors were killed at Gallipoli, apparently. Obviously, long before I was born, but... Okay, on which South Atlantic island did Napoleon die? Too warm? Yeah, it's pretty warm, isn't it? On which South Atlantic island did Napoleon die? St. Helena. Well done, Daniel Vishnek. St. Helena. Yep, he was in exile there. Okay, 2 more rounds to go. if you haven't already done so, like the quiz and you get more players in. That'd be great. And it'll also help with the algorithm and all that sort of stuff. Where do I live in the UK? In the south. Okay, this is this is another history one actually. It's not geography, but how many years did Nelson Mandela spend in captivity? How many years was Nelson Mandela in captivity? No. You're close on 30, but it's not quite. A bit lower than 30. Derpy Coots is trying to be a comedian. Gary Ball, well done, Gary Ball. Okay. Well, Sneaky Bacon just asked the question, is there a quiz league? I'll tell you, if more and more players come in on a regular basis, I'll do a quiz league. What we'll do is we'll do a set time for a quiz. And we'll do, say, geography one week, sport next week, history, whatever. And first gets 10 points, second gets 7 points, blah, blah, blah. And over the period of 10 rounds or whatever, we'll have a scoreboard and whoever wins the league wins the league. So that's something for the future if more and more players come in. So we're just sort of building a quiz gang to start with, if you see what I mean. And then we can do it more regular then, and then we'll have a quiz league, if you like, quiz Grand Prix, whatever you want to call it. And each time we'll have a different subject, maybe general knowledge, science, whatever. Oh, do you? Yeah. There's one called Dale, isn't there? Do you do that? Dale's one. But we can do one, yeah. If more people join in, we'll definitely do one. Okay, next one. Which city replaced Samarkand as the capital of Uzbekistan in 1930? That's an easy one. Which city replaced Samarkand as the capital of Uzbekistan in 1930? Astana, no. Close. You might have heard this. You probably would have heard of the city. Hello, Gerald. It begins with T. Begins with T. I think they do quite a big tennis tournament here sometimes. Tashkent. Well done, Dutch Madness. Tashkent. Well done, Dutch Madness. You're the only one who knew that one. In which year, this is history by the way, in which year did Tony Blair become the UK Prime Minister? In which year did Tony Blair become the UK Prime Minister? Mammy Cunningham, well done, Mammy. 1997. The Mammy was first on the board. 1997. The good old days, the 90s, weren't they? It's all gone downhill since. Which country was once ruled by the Duvaliers? Which country was once ruled by the Duvaliers? I'll give you a clue if you don't know. The Duvaliers. Haiti, well done, DJ Sneaky Bacon. Papa Doc and Baby Doc. Duvaliers, yeah. Horrible people they were, apparently. Okay. In which year did the American Civil War start? In which year did the American Civil War start? 1776? No, that was the War of Independence, wasn't it? Oh, Daniel Vishnek was very close. 1861, one punch. One punch, well done, one punch. Oh, you're on the board, there you go. 1861. Okay. Texas was part of which North American country until 1836? Texas was part of which country until 1836? Yeah, it's easily done, isn't it? Mexico, well done, Rusty Starfish. Well done, Rusty Starfish. Mexico. Okay, what was the capital of New Zealand until 1865? Yeah, it was an independent country for about a year, wasn't it, Sneaky Bacon? Okay, what was the former capital of Auckland? Well done, Infect Mushroom. It was Auckland. Which Russian leader died in 1924? Which Russian leader died in 1924? Which Russian leader died in 1924? Lenin. Well done, Rusty Starfish. It was Lenin. And then it went to shit after that, didn't it? Mind you, the world leaders these days aren't very good either, are they? Who became the world's first test tube baby in 1978? Who became the world's first test tube baby in 1978? Hello, Tommy in Slovakia. Liam Krug, no, it wasn't you. It was Louise. Oba got a point. Oba gets a point, but if someone gets the surname, they get a point as well. Louise Brown. Well done, Oprah. Well done, Oprah. It was you, Louise Brown, wasn't it? Louise Brown. And I think her sister was born a year later, and she was also IVF baby. In which year was Pakistan established as a country? In which year was Pakistan established as a country? Well, you're clever, Oba. You're very clever. This is easier than you think. Close, GJ Sneaky Bacon, close. Well done, Gary Ball, 1947. Was he? Your cousin was the first IVF baby in Australia. Yeah, science is amazing, isn't it? That's what they can do these days. Okay, this is the last round. It's called Famous Road, so God knows what it's going to be like. Okay, Watling Street is a famous example of what? Watling Street is a famous example of what? Watling Street. Roman Road. Well done, Liam Cregan. It's a famous Roman road. Yeah, that's right. It sure is. Next one. Between which two US states did Route 66 run? Between which two US states did Route 66 run? And a point for each one. Liam Cregan gets 1 point for California, but there was another one. California and Route 66. Hello, Jolene. Somewhere up north. Where the Windy City is. Illinois. Well done, Sneaky Bacon. Illinois. Yeah, goes all the way up to Illinois. Okay, next one. Some of these aren't so good. Okay, in which city is the shopping destination of Buchanan Street? In which city is the shopping destination Buchanan Street? Oleg. Hello, Oleg. Glasgow. Well done, Liam. Glasgow, Buchanan Street. Yeah, I've been to the Buchanan Street bus station a few times. Here's another one. Kartnerstrasse is in which European city? Kartnerstrasse is in which European city? I've never heard of it myself, but this round is pretty tricky. Kartnerstrasse. No, we've had this city in the answer before. No, we haven't, but the same country. Which city? Ava Green's close. Vienna. Well done, Rusty Starfish. It's Vienna. Rusty Starfish is on 5. Okay, we'll do a couple more little questions. If I can find a couple more, and then we'll end it. Okay. England. There's yeah, these are all about England. It means nothing to me. Well done, Liam. That's funny. Okay. Some of these are pretty hard, actually. How do I feel about free speech issues in the UK? Sorry, I can't comment on that. Okay, do a couple more and then we'll have to do a couple more and then we'll have to end the quiz. Which European city is the home of NATO's HQ? In which European city... Yeah, we're not allowed to talk about free speech. And which European city is the home of NATO's HQ? Brussels. Well done, Liam Cregan. Brussels. Okay, let's find another couple more. On which river does the city of Cologne stand? On which river does the city of Cologne stand? Cologne. Infect mushroom, well done, it's the Rhine. Infect mushroom. Well done. Okay. Which Europe... Oh, hold on. There was a guy in here asked about something earlier on. I wonder if he's still in there. Which European country saw the solidarity movement in the early 1980s? And which European country saw the solidarity movement in the early 1980s? Poland. Well done, Liam Cregan. There's someone at the start of the quiz asked for Polish history. Looks like they missed that question. Okay. Europe's first Disney theme park was built near which city? Europe's first Disney theme park was built near which city? Rusty Starfish, Paris. Well done, Rusty Starfish. Okay. That, I'm afraid, is the end of the quiz. I'm going to count the scores up and see who wins, okay? Give me a couple of minutes. Thanks, everyone, for playing. If you can like the quiz and subscribe, you might play next time. And also, we might do a quiz league soon. If we get enough players, we'll get a quiz league going. And that'd be great. So if you can like and subscribe and all that sort of stuff, we'll get more players in. Lots of new players today, which is great. Very good. So hopefully you all enjoy it and play again. Ava Green, it comes on my screen different to yours. There's nothing I can do about that, I'm afraid. We did really well, though. Okay. So let's do the top 5. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Okay, the top 5. In 5th place. Mamie. Okay. Mamie. I'll write that down. Mamie. Okay, Mamie. I'll try. Okay, Mamie it is now. Okay, the top 5. In 5th place is Ava Green on 5 points. Well done, Ava Green. New player. Hopefully we'll see you again. In joint 2nd on 6 points is Liam Cregan, Paul Brady, and Rusty Starfish. So new players there as well. That's great. And the winner, no, that's wrong. That's joint 3rd. In 2nd place is Hassan on 9 points. And the winner on 11 points is Mamie. Well done, Mamie. You're today's geography and history champion. So there we go. Mamie's 1st. Hassan was 2nd. Liam Cregan, Rusty Starfish, and Paul Brady are joint 3rd. And Ava Green was 5th. Well, you did, yeah. You got 11 points. So you're today's champion. Yes, someone did tell me. Do you know what? I was in this quiz, like a proper physical quiz, and some guy said to me, "You look like Hank from Breaking Bad." I've never even seen Breaking Bad, but I looked up a bit and thought, yeah, maybe. Oh well, I've been called worse, so doesn't matter, does it? Okay, well done, Mamie. Hank, yeah, call me Hank, call me whatever you want. I've had worse, so I don't mind. So well done, everyone, and thanks for the new players. Bonjour, Sam. Yeah, so lots of new players today. So hopefully you all come again. So like and subscribe and that sort of stuff. And we'll see you soon. Yeah, make sure you like and subscribe as well. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Mamie. Yeah, well, thanks, Hooper. James Strachan. Happy Friday to you, James. We've finished the quiz now, but maybe you come back next time and we'll do another one. Homemade beer. I don't know, Mitchell. I don't know. Am I making homemade beer? Anyway, what subject would you want next in the next quiz? Do you want potluck, geography, general knowledge, science, TV and movies, Breaking Bad? I don't know. Any suggestions? Philosophy, movies, animals, a mix. You prefer more of a mix. Drugs? No drugs here, Jonathan. Well, Celis, nice to see you, Celis and Celsius, and hopefully you'll come back again. Okay, maybe do a bit of a mix. Okay, we'll see what happens. I might do another one at the weekend, possibly. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, thanks everyone for playing. Have a nice weekend and see you next time. Well done, Mamie. You're today's champion.